City Vizard for Rebel News. I was recently actually assaulted by a Global News cameraman. Of all people, a cameraman is the one who decided to assault me while I was holding a camera. So we're going to get into this. This is a weird story that happened while I was there at the Universal Ostrich Farms, helping my coworker Drea Humphrey report on the cull that the Canadian government has planned for these animals that are otherwise healthy. It's a crazy story. There's no reason that the government should try and murder these birds, but we're here to talk about the incident that happened between a Global News reporter and myself. So we're going to do a quick recap here, and then you're going to see just how delusional and antagonistic this Global News cameraman is. And the point being here, if you're going to be somebody who works in the public, you're going to be somebody who tries to seek interviews, you're going to be somebody who has to deal with other people in a crowd, there's no justification for you to be as hostile as this mainstream media Global News cameraman. And hopefully Global News takes this seriously and addresses the matter with this individual. So in the first incident, I had no idea what was going on. I approached as I saw him, this camera guy, and a few of the female protesters having an argument amongst themselves. Here's that footage.
Be respectful of me.
Yeah, well, I said to you, I don't want to be filmed, and you stuffed that right in my face.
And I will do that to anyone who threatens me.
I did not threaten you.
You did not say
I said I
you
did not want that in my face, and you stuck it in my face. And
You
you said
were
to me,
threatening.
and I've got it on camera.
Get out. Nobody wants you. You're not welcome here. Fake news.
I never
That's
said
what you
that.
say.
Right.
What those people did was create a scene and make things more difficult. So, I mean, who's this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah. Who are you with?
Neutral observer right now.
No, you're not a neutral observer. Who are you with? Do you have a blog or something?
Is there a reason you're confronting me?
I'm not confronting you.
I'm just a
Well, I
neutral
would
observer.
ask you, are you independent
I'm with
media
Rebel
or
News.
media? What's that?
With Rebel News.
Sorry?
With Rebel News.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
What is he?
He's a journalist, independent journalist.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta run over to the bin thing. You're okay?
So anyway, because of him, I'm not going to talk to anybody else. Okay? So he's interfered with what I.
Well, why don't we? Why don't we?
That's it. No, I'm not.
No, but-
I'm not going to sit with anybody.
Wait a second. Let's
You know,
do reasonable.
I'm not being. The time for me is done.
As you can see, he was hostile out of the gate, and not only to them, but to me as well. Apparently, it's my fault that he refused to interview everybody else. I still don't understand why, but he decided not to do his job because I was filming and doing my job. So that was incident number one. He stormed off all pouty like a little baby, and I proceeded to continue on with working. Later on, there was a veterinarian that was from the Universal Ostrich Farms owners that was allowed to go into the facility, the quarantine off area by the RCMP, as you can see on screen. I was set up there. This individual came along and set up as well, and as you can see, he then decided to confront me and grab my camera. Now, obviously, regretfully, I was not filming prior to him grabbing my camera when he accused me of, or said something about me not being a real journalist. I'm not really quite sure what he said, but that was the reason why I started filming, because while we were both there at the police line, he set up, he turned around, said something to me about not being a real journalist or whatever, and you see me in the footage go, okay, time to turn on the camera. And as soon as I do that, you see the cameras rolling, guy grabs the camera immediately. And then what does he do? He lies about it thereafter. Here, check out that interaction.
Hey, how do you like that?
Don't touch my camera,
So why don't you say who you're working for?
because it's none of your business. Who are you?
You know who I am.
No, I don't.
The guy who's doing this is a jerk. He won't say who he is, and
A,
everyone else says who he is. There's one person here who won't say who he is, and he's this guy who's got a Banff hat on. So good work, buddy. Everyone else is trying to save the ostriches, and you're doing this for
what's
your own
objective
benefit.
here? What's your objective here?
To expose you for being a nasty guy.
You've grabbed my camera. You've confronted me twice.
No, I didn't.
Why is it you're so aggressive?
I didn't. You're making stuff up now.
I'm literally
Is everything
filming
you-
it.
Is everything?
So
is
it
everything you're saying made
Is it a
up?
lie that you grabbed my camera?
Is everything you're
I'm just
saying?
asking. Is
I
it a
didn't-
lie that you grabbed my camera?
I didn't touch it.
Really? Really? So when people see the footage of you grabbing
my
my
witness.
camera, what do
You've
you
seen
say to
this
that?
guy. He's a jerk, right? He's a jerk.
Is that what it is? What did you say to him? Sorry.
I saw him push your camera away.
You saw him push my camera away. And was I coming towards him or was I standing here?
You were kind of turning around. And you went like that.
When he started talking to me, you mean?
No, when you turned around and you went like that. Don't touch my camera.
He's a bully.
All right. Well, people can look forward to the footage.
Good. Hopefully you're more accurate with your other stuff than you are with this. You won't even say who you are.
What's my name?
I don't know what your
So you've made a
name
lot of accusations towards me, and you don't even know who I am.
No, but you
Is
won't
that
tell
correct?
me. You won't tell me who you are.
So that gives
You're
you
just the
basis
guy
to
that
make
runs up and
accusations?
sticks the camera right in the face.
Apparently that's what you did, actually, and that's why I stopped and quietly observed in the background.
Contention is not of me, saith the Lord.
Wow.
It's not of him.
Huh?
Of him. Contention is not of him. Remember that.
I'm sorry. I don't
A house
understand.
that's divided won't
No,
stand.
this guy's just nasty.
Just be kind. But pushing people's cameras is not okay.
It's comical as well. He calls me nasty, and then he sets up his camera in front of where I'm filming.
Respect. We both. You deserve respect.
Well, mutual
He deserves
respect.
yeah.
Are you with him?
I'm not with
Can I
I'm
ask
with
what I've
God.
done to disrespect you?
You don't tell me who you are.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I say, how are you doing? What's, who are you working for? If you want to be serious, you should give your name out. And you turn that thing on, you stick it in my face.
Why don't you both do the peace and love that we're doing here? Shake hands
Well, that's
and
what I
introduce
told him. I said,
yourselves.
people are here for the ostriches, and you want to be a jerk. You can't shake hands with this guy. Try it. I guarantee it.
You shake hands with me, my friend?
Yeah, I'm like...
Nice to meet you.
And then after that, this guy just kept going. He was on a roll. He decided to be confrontational with me again, this time with Drea Humphrey at my side. She had just returned from a coverage, some coverage that she was doing, and he decided to play nice with her to try and belittle me in this really weird fantasy world this guy was living in. Here, check out some of those engagements.
This guy's been on my ass the whole day.
I have literally done nothing.
Yes, he has.
Okay,
He's been-
that's
he's
cool.
been a
That is
jerk.
so sweet. That's hard to believe.
He's already grabbed my camera. He's already confronted people inside the campground, so...
Yeah, that's why I wanted
Well,
to turn
he would
the
have
thing
the footage of all that. So.
I do, yeah.
Did you
And
want
I
to
look forward
speak
to
to me,
publishing all of
or
it.
Yeah, I'll speak to you about him.
okay,
lovely.
sure.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Oh, I'll stand here and do what I want to do, thank you. You have no say over me.
Well, then you'll never find out.
Well, I think he's been rolling the whole time, right? So
Yeah.
I'll take a look.
But if his interpretation of what goes on here is,
Oh no, there won't be any interpretation.
There
It'll
will
just
be.
be footage.
there will be.
This is very what
You
I'm not
see,
used to.
who I'm working for, I can't put him on doing this. Right.
Well,
So-
they. I won't say what I. There you go. He stepped away. What is it?
He's just been like that the whole time.
Like what though?
Well,
Yeah, Sid is a really. Yeah, Sid's a really good guy. So be specific. Like state
well,
a.
I'm not going to with her shooting this now.
Well, just state a fact. I mean,
You know what? I'm not an idiot. So there you go.
I mean, if something was done to you, it should be easy to just say what it was, right? Because you're like, oh, he was like that, but I also didn't see what you mean there. You said you asked his name and he didn't give you his name.
Yeah, that's it. So Rebel News does not identify themselves. It is she.
I'm Drea Humphrey with Rebel News. You didn't even ask me my name, really.
No, I watch you. I bet you the last time I was down there.
Okay, what's your name again?
I'm not saying it this time.
So you're not identifying yourself now.
Well, don't play these dumb games. Come on.
I am just confused. I'm just very confused. Like, I don't know what all this hostility is.
You've been
I'll
bent
look
out
at
of
the-
shape since you came up front. Nobody's done anything to you since you came up front, except do their jobs all the same as you
Then
do
fine.
yours.
Say what you want.
Take a deep
I
breath.
was also
Take
recording
it.
it.
Okay, then share it. Share it with the world,
No,
No,
because he won't be allowed.
no. I mean, like I said, we're pros, right? We're working journalists.
you're pro.
So then why is the attention on you? If you're the pro, why are we even looking at you right now? Like,
Lastly, there were a couple protesters we spoke to as well to get their recollection of the events that transpired with regards to this Global News individual. So here are a few of those interviews now.
So fill me in. What was your interaction with this Global News guy?
I went down into the tent. I went through the side door, and I had people come rushing me, saying, like, Global News is here, Global News is here. And I'm working with the family here kind of thing, right? Just sort of keeping an eye on things. So I walked over to him and I said to him, does the family know you're here? Right? I said, do you have permission from, actually my exact words were, do you have permission from the family to be here? This is private property, is what I said to him. And he just started onto our rant. And I said to him, excuse me, and I said, do you have permission from the family to be here. So then he was just like creating animosity and everything else like this here. And then he had the camera right in people's face. And I said, look, these people, I said, guys, just don't answer anything. I said, just look away and just don't answer anything. And then he started going after Brenda the vet, right? Because Brenda said, like, unless you have permission to be here. So then he started following her and it was like antagonizing. Like I said to Brenda, there's no point. I turned her around and sort of scooted her out because, again, we're trying to keep positive vibes here. We don't need this coming in here. So
he's just rubbing everybody the wrong way.
So what I did was I put my hand up in front of his camera because he was following Brenda. It was more of an antagonizing thing. So I put my hand up in front of the camera so that, you know, he couldn't film it or anything or come up with anything negative. And then he turns around and he says, well, I'm going to turn around and tell the family, Katie, that you kicked me out of here. Nobody kicked him out of here.
No,
Nobody told him to leave. I just asked if he had permission. That's unacceptable.
Well, I had one very brief interaction with this man, I was going to say gentleman, just right over here. He had said, if people in the kitchen could just go about their business and ignore me, I'd appreciate it. So I went to all the ladies in the kitchen. I said, please just ignore this man with the camera. I think he just wants candid shots. And then I went over to the fire pit.
And then what happened, that engagement? How did that begin?
Well, so I was just over at the fire pit, and a couple of the ladies from the kitchen came charging over and said, this guy's being really disrespectful. We're asking him not to film us. He won't get out of our faces. And so I just went, okay, I'll come and see what's going on. I got to about the middle of the yard here, and this guy came up and stuck his camera in my face. And I said, please don't stick your camera in my face. And he stuck it, so I grabbed his camera and I pushed it down and I said, please don't put your camera in my face, I might smash it.
As a final engagement I had with that individual, I want to point to a moment where there was a press conference happening. The ostrich farm owners and the veterinarian were giving a little press release to some of the media that was there. Apparently, this Global News individual was told to stay a little further away, stay aside from this engagement because it is private property, so they have every right to tell him, you know, stand far back. So he did that temporarily, and then halfway through their presentation on the events that happened with the veterinarian, you might see that he tried to push his way in between me and another fellow, a very nice fellow actually, that I quite like. But he tried to shove his way in between us, and I wasn't sure what was happening. I didn't even know it was him at first. I just thought, okay, there's like, what's going on here? I look and I see, oh, what do you know? Global News cameraman is trying to elbow his way between us so that he can get his spot on the press conference. How pathetic! How pathetic do you have to be, man? And then after, I take a step back so that I can film from a different angle, get some B-roll shots, you know, make it aesthetically pleasing for the audience. And he scoots in to take my spot. What is going on with this guy? All right, so you've seen everything that happened. These are the engagements that this individual presented. I don't know who he is, by the way, despite his accusation. I know that he works for Global News. That's what everybody believed about him. That's how he introduced himself when he was asking questions. I haven't dug deep into finding his first and last name because I'm not here to cause a tsunami of hate or anything like that against him. I just want Global News to be accountable for their cameramen. When they're out in the field, they should not be acting like violent, belligerent children. It's a very simple fact. If you want to be a news agency, you should at least have some integrity. For Rebel News, I'm Sidney Fazard. Now look, I'm not hurt by the incident. I'm not going to cry about it. He grabbed my camera. He shouldn't have done that. So be it. But we have journalists in the field every day that are quite literally getting assaulted by Antifa, by random people sometimes. Very aggressive people, very violent people, much like you see with Antifa in Quebec with our coworker Alexa Lavoie. You just saw that recently. They're getting swarmed by violent individuals. We are constantly under attack, be it from crazed lefties or mainstream media journalists. So if you want to help our work, you can go to journalistdefensefund.com. We are only here because of you, because of the crowdfunding initiatives we set out where the public supports us. You are the reason that we are here reporting. So if you want to help us and you want to keep us safe out there, especially when we're dealing with Antifa and stuff like that, go to journalistdefensefund.com.